My guests are Major Patrick So David and Captain Nicholas Baudry, and from CFB Kingston and Royal Military College. And we're talking about the part that you play in the United Way fundraising campaign. So you've done very well this year. What was your final tally?
Final tally is actually still being calculated now. We just hit $280,000, and we're expecting closer to $290 at this point.
And that's impressive. That's a lot. And for a small community, you guys did really well too.
Yes, we just surpassed $70,000.
That's really great, yeah. So what are some of the things you did to raise money? Let's start over here.
So most of our contributions comes from the donations from our personnel. So that's the majority of it, about 85%. Then the remainder comes from events such as our touchdown barbecue, or we had a garage sale this year. Certain units have small internal events, so every little thing adds up. Even if it's a $100 event, bake sales for a couple $100. We have Fort Frontenac has an annual Eggs Benedict breakfast that raised almost $1,500 this year. So lots of little things, but they all add up.
Absolutely, they do. And now, does this involve just the students, or is it just strictly the staff?
It's both at RMC.
Wow.
So historically, the students at RMC are very large large donors. If you
Are
say.
they?
Do, yes. They generally donate about half of the funds that RMC raises.
I wouldn't have. I'm surprised. I always think of students as not having much money.
They don't, but they like to share it.
Oh,
and there's a lot of them.
And there's a lot of them. So there's about 1,200 students at RMC.
And the thing is, what's great about that is they're just young people, so now they go out into the world and they know what the United Way is, they know what fundraising is, they know what giving back is all about, and yeah, so it's good on that level too.
Yes, we like to try to set them up for success later. Mm-hmm. So what we'll do is we have a lot of them involved in the canvassing and have them helping to run some of the events that we do.
And what are some of the events?
So generally we do like a parking spot auction. There's a couple of bake sales that are done, and as well just the management of the campaign.
Okay, and you probably have a lot of fun along the way as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any advice you would give to people out there as far as fundraising? Start early, for example, or what are some of the things you would say to be so successful?
The biggest thing for us is the influence of the leadership, so the higher rankings or the bosses for civilian companies. If you have a lot of involvement right from the get-go, from the top, we find the success is a lot better in those specific units than units where the reception is lukewarm. The other big thing is the Seeing is Believing tours, which we participated. We had over 100 people participate in them. And Base Commander's favorite saying is that it fundamentally changes their view of the United Way, and that's true. We find that most people participate in those, spread what they see to their units, and that has a trickle-down effect. So those are two of the key points: leader involvement and the Seeing is Believing tour.
Nicholas, for anybody who doesn't know what the Seeing is Believing tour, fill us in on what that is.
So the Seeing is Believing tour is where we take members of our community and we take them out and we show them some of the different areas that the United Way supports in Kingston.
Some of the different agencies, some of the different programs, and meet some of the people who have benefited from the United Way.
So we actually have people that are receiving money from the United Way, presenting their different organizations and letting us know all of the good work that they do.
And that, as you say, is powerful. Yeah. This has been a pleasure meeting you, and congratulations on such a successful fundraising campaign.
Thank you very much.